Ooh, fly man ran.
One, 2.3 to be home of the Breakfast Club. What it do was poppin' Cincinnati. Your boy, the Terran Bland, back kicking it with y'all on another Saturday night. And joining me live in the building, man. I got somebody I've been very interested in talking to for a while. Been watching this brother for a minute now. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bland Conversation. None other than Mallio.
Mallio, what's up, man? What's poppin'?
How you feeling, brother?
All good, man. Peace and blessings.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming and chopping it up with your boy, man.
Appreciate the invite.
All right, man. So let's go on and get the early stuff knocked out of the way, the typical radio question before we dive into some real conversation.
Let's get it.
What got you into music? What made you want to start pursuing a career with this music stuff?
I got to say, my big cousin, DJ Scuzzy, DJ Will, watching them back in the day. And I used to carry the DJ crates, club to club for cuz. And Judy Jones and G Fresh and all of them, they had the DJ pool. So, we all rap. Everybody rap and sing, you know what I'm saying? But being around them, or having that experience with them made me see music in a different light. And then when I was young in my teens, I got to meet Lil Flip and Hump and Red out of Houston, and I was like, I could do that too.
That got the buzz. It helping your peoples.
Yeah, like being like Scuzzy kind of. Inadvertently kind of, planted the seeds. And I watched a lot of DJs progress from ground zero. Diamond Skills. It was two Diamonds, actually, Diamond and Diamond Jr. I was privy to really get to watch and see a lot of people grow musically, you know what I mean, in the city. And I got to see the business of music. It's been pretty cool.
What part of the city you from?
I'm from the West End and the West Side.
Okay. Obviously, being from city, obviously hear all about stories from about downtown and all that. But from living that experience, growing up down there, how was it like for you coming up?
Downtown, that's the fast part of the city. When I was down there, it was thriving. I grew up. We had a lot of, and I got to say this. We had a lot of black entrepreneurs. I got to see a lot of black business, from junkyards to restaurants to bars, the butchers. So, yeah, I come from a hustler's environment, and I was able, which, prompted me early in life. I'm able to adapt anywhere because of my surroundings and my upbringing.
As far as that, like I said, what makes you, like I said, the entrepreneur that you are now? Like I said, we was talking a little bit off air about everything, like some of the business, everything you got going on. It was like seeing that earlier was inspirational.
Yeah, for sure. Being around that vast different variety of entrepreneurship, and being able to experience that, it definitely fueled my entrepreneurship. When I was little, I used to sell incense. We stole bikes, we sold the bikes. We caught snakes, we sold the snakes.
Who you selling snakes to, though? Like
the neighborhood, it's guys, you get nature guys, and then we went fishing too. So I get bluegills, I sell the bluegills. I sold everything.
Was music something always you wanted to do, or did you have like any other passions with anything else before?
My passion was football. I was a stellar D1 athlete. A lot of people don't know I went to Taft High School. We won the Taft, the new Taft. We were the old Taft. I was a pretty good. I don't want to get to sounding like Al Bundy on this Polk High School. Yeah. But I was a stud, man. D1 athlete. I ended up. I was fortunate enough to be invited to Wisconsin.
Okay.
And shout out to April Fox and Mary Reardon April Fawkes, that's Davin Fawkes, the spinning rims.
Yeah.
That's his big sister.
Okay.
Yeah, so shout out to Miss April. And I had an opportunity. To play football, and I don't know. I couldn't see the bigger picture, and I ended up coming home.
Okay, and that's when I jumped off the porch, basically, pretty much trying to figure life out. At that point,
I was always. I can't say jump because I always had one foot off the porch.
Okay,
yeah. I'm saying, yeah.
So after the football, was that so? Would you start to take music serious then? Like that, like okay, this football thing ain't work out, so yeah, let me go ahead and.
I took the streets serious.
Streets, okay.
I had to, like I say, I always rap.
Right.
K. Riley used to try to get me to take rap more serious.
Rest in peace.
Rest in heaven. That was my dog. He come sit in the trap with me all day, and I had a little makeshift studio. He ain't care about it. He'd do the music with me, but he just wanted to check on me and make sure I was all right, because that was my guy. But I can't say he probably did care about the music, because that was the butt of his conversation. He'd be like, "Bud, you need to just." I'm like, "Bud, we need some money."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the one moment where it was like, man, I can't keep being out here in these streets. Like I gotta do something the right way, or
it was an assortment of things. My children, different scenarios. I ended up coming home from prison, and I wanted to do something else, man. I wanted something else. And I said, let me try my hand in this, and so I wanted to. My whole career, I wanted to take the independent route, because I never back then. You know how it is when you're young, you're full of piss and vinegar. I didn't want to have what I quote unquote called a rap daddy. I didn't want nobody paying for me. You know what I mean? That was really a foolish move, because it's not how business is supposed to be conducted. But I just wanted to take things into my own hands and have my own experiences. And so we ended up, when I got out of prison, I linked up with Kill Will. Shout out to Kill Will. And I linked up with M80. I was probably out 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to my brother Devin, too, from the West Side. And I went to the beat battle.
Yeah.
Tino Contracts.
Mm-hmm.
He had it up at the Greenwich. And I bumped into them. Then we just kind of started marching from there. Shout out to my brother Dante from On Impact. He introduced me to the Atlanta scene. And we went down there, and just door after door after door was opening.
Like, what was the first record would you say that caught the city's attention? Where it was like, they were like, let me pay attention to.
Well, before I went to prison, I had a song on the radio, and shout out to Big Greg Bucket Naked. Shout out to bro, at the Wiz. Yeah, I had a song called Duck Duck Goose. And a strange story. I was in prison in a pan room washing pans.
Mm.
And the guy out of Bond Hill named Hook, he was in there rapping Duck Duck Goose. And I told him, that's me. He like, that's not you, that's not you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bro, that's me. I said, go ask anybody on the yard. He like, what? I said, bro, that's my song, bro. I'm Mallio. He like, what you doing in here? Yeah. But Duck Duck Goose kind of got people attention. It was a fun song. Kind of commercial, a little abnormal from what the music that back then, it was the Locks.
Yeah.
We all Timberland up. Yo Gotti just came out. Gucci was starting to buzz. It was all types of stuff, but yeah.
Okay, that had to be a time where I was away, because I went away to school, and I tell everybody, like I said, I feel like I missed peak Cincinnati, where like I used to hate. It's like, man, I'm missing being home, seeing everything. So that's right around that time. So obviously, when you got out, like I said, you had the buzz, you had the name and everything.
I had a name. Shout out to Baby Monk.
Mm-hmm. I
was in prison, and I made a few phone calls home, and I got a few letters. I received a few letters as well. And they're like, man, somebody out here selling your music, and what should we do? And
yeah.
I'm like, well, who is it? He said his name Monk. I told him if you ain't said that, I'm like, nah, that's our brother, man.
Nah, that's love though. Like somebody like just out there keeping your name in the mix.
Baby Monk.
Then you, like I said, you get out, feet running, like I said, full sprint ahead to all this stuff.
The Most High, I always put the right people in my corner at the right time. Monk put out thousands of CDs, thousands of CDs, to where I really wasn't getting like a lot of airplay, but like people around the city know who I am. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's crazy. But I'm talking about still to this day, they got CDs and other little flash drives with my music on it. That's cool though, you know?
That's funny because like, I seen you perform. I was there with another artist, shout out to my brother Monty C. Benjamin, but I was on the same like showcase or whatever, and I was there. You went on before him, and I never forget it. This is when I really like I rock with you. You was doing your thing on stage. Me, I'm just standing like this, just vibing to the music and everything. And I don't know what it was, but as soon as you got off stage, you just came straight to me, dabbed me up, and just like, bro, I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know. It's
the love.
If like say, because maybe I was the only one paying attention or whatever, but like, and I was just like, you gave a fan of me from that moment on, and I'll never forget that.
I appreciate that. I'm a real big energy person, brother. So it'd be like, a lot of people, I might not know your family, I might not know your name, but just like the energy that you project and you put out, I can feel that. You know, pause, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate people who show love. I don't care who you are, where you from. If you're showing love, I'm right there with you. You know, what, you want something to eat? Let's go. Yeah. You want something to drink? Let's get the drink. Yeah.
I said we talked a little about her, and you asked, like, say, what's my sign and everything. Where'd you pick that up to? Is that something that where'd you pick that up from, pretty much?
You know, astrology. You know, once you start, like, once your eyes open up, and you can see, like, you can't base everything off of that, but you know, it's strange how it's almost like it's tailored to us. You know what I mean? And it's having different experiences, and I'm talking about like being around the country now. Right. It's strange how it be on point for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how many times have we lived this life? How many times have you lived this life? How could you tell me what's what, and how could I tell you what's what? You can't. But so then when you start to question things like that, you got to start opening your mind up. And I'm an avid reader. I read a lot. So, you know, I've read multiple books. And especially on the human mind and the body, I got certifications in mental health, all types of stuff. But I'm always curious about the mind and how it works in spirit and how it works. Like, it's things that go on in my life, brother. I couldn't tell you why or how if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. I've had situations to where, you know, we've been shot at, and, you know, a few people get shot. I heard the bullets go by my head, and I'm still here to tell you the story. Yeah. I've been in situations to where my lights was off, and in a day or so, my lights back on. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, like, hey, yeah. I don't know where that came from. So it's like, even when you're looking at it from astrology, you can almost pin this person to this group. And like, you're not all the same, but it's like, yeah, you share some similarities with them. And they're like, well, everybody do, but you can't say that either.
Right, yeah.
Because you'd be like, you put us over here with the Aquarius, we like this. You put y'all over there with the Virgos, y'all like this. You put my Pisces, I can almost point them out. Yeah. And especially if I hear them talking, I tell people their birthday is all. It's almost like a clairvoyant, you know what I'm saying? But I hear a person talk long enough and tell them they sign, and they'd be looking at me like, how you know that? Because I've been around this many people.
Right.
It's like human nature. Like, nah, y'all not the same, but y'all kind of fall into the same little habits. Yeah.
Okay. I said you an avid reader. If you could just advise any person, like I said, just one, like I said, one book that you've read that you, like I said, is almost a must read for somebody, what would you recommend?
The Four Agreements and the Fifth Agreement. You definitely, depending on, and I know this, you definitely got to read The Frequency. I can't think of the author right now. And if anybody watching or paying attention, I'll share it on my story for y'all. It's a few other books on the self-help side. My mind just ran blank right now.
It's good. I mean, so the frequency.
Yeah, The Frequency, The Four Agreements, the Alchemist. Read that. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, it's another book for people, and that this is a book that a lot of people don't even know. The only book that you'll ever need about water. Go read that. Find that. The only book that you ever need about water. Read that. It's gonna blow your mind.
Okay, so you come back home. Says full blown ahead. You got your team. Same like I said, you running down to Atlanta and everything. Mm-hmm. How'd you link? How's the connection with Top Dollar Sign? How'd that come about?
That was Kill Will back then, and Ty Dolla $ign and I, we were just starting out. Like, I ain't really have like a real close relationship with the guy, but he was pretty cool, real cool, real inviting. Was never negative when him and I spoke on the phone. Shout out to my bro, DJ Drizzle. DJ Drizzle made a whole lot of connections for us. He introduced me to Fat Mac with the Empire. Bank Black, Big Bank Black, yeah. Alley Boy, Duck, all of those guys, Valley Sosa. So I spent a lot of time down there with the Empire and Alley Boy and them too as well.
Yeah, hosted a mixtape, one of your mixtapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like Alley Boy actually extended the olive branch to me. He tried to take me on tour, but my baby sister had died and I came home.
So still being a part of the music scene now, like I said, what do you think? What's the biggest difference from back then grinding to what you seeing today? What you see in the music game today?
It's easier. Social media is intimate. It's an intimate platform. It goes straight to your phone. To where a lot of grinding that we had to do, like I said, I was a born hustler. It was always hand-to-hand transactions and meeting people face-to-face, you know what I mean? But now it's like I can run ads on Facebook or ads on IG or, buy billboards everywhere, and now I'm reaching a broad audience to where, like, I ran ads and bought billboards in multiple cities where I was on the radio at. Let me see, Charleston, West Virginia. About two billboards down there, and then I was on the radio getting spins. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I ran Facebook and IG ads, right. And I always made sure my reach was 150,000 people or 10,000 people, depending on the size of the city.
Right.
Because if you do 100,000 people, you might get 2,000 people who interested in you at first.
Right.
Yeah, so like a lot of people be wondering where all my views and all that stuff coming from. Like what I did was strategic. I would wake up, in our time zone, and I would just work all the time zones. Chicago, I just go, West Coast, the West Coast on 2 different time zones, depending on what time of year it is. Phoenix is like an hour ahead of Cali.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How long did it take you to get adjusted to this like social media part of it? Like say once it fully took off, how long did it take you to get adjusted?
Once I stopped being a drug dealer, once I got out of my head that everything has to be private and start realizing that I was falling for a trick, I opened up to social media. I had 2 of my family members running my social media initially, and I'll never forget. I could talk about this now. It's past the statute of limitations, but I was in there with I had some pot, and one of the people was on my Facebook. I was in there bagging up pot.
Yeah.
So, and one of my people was on that Facebook they created for me, and he told the girl thanks for the ad, beautiful. And I lost it. I'm like, hey. I say, who said that? They like, nah, that's what you say to the girls. I'm like, nah, I don't talk like that. Yeah. I'm charismatic, man, but I don't know. Thanks for the ad. She ain't did me no favor. And I told her, bro, I said, she buy one of these plates. You know? Thanks for the ad. Thanks for your purchase, you know?
I do agree with you that as far as it's easier, like I said, to get a broader audience, and like I said, easy to share the music and everything. But I do feel like it's still important to get out and reach and touch the people too, because like I said, they can listen to your music and see the ads, but
they got to see you.
You still got to build a connection with them. Like they still got to get to know you.
It's just like with me rapping on stage and seeing you, and being interactive. But like you have to be in public. A lot of people too, they battle with social anxiety. So going to meet people and talk to people and introducing themselves, like that's a difficult thing for a lot of people, a lot of artists and entrepreneurs, like, because essentially being an artist is being an entrepreneur.
Preach to the choir with that one, because I'm still trying to believe it or not, I'm still trying to overcome myself with the social anxiety. Like I talked a little off air, I'm still low key behind the scenes. I may be in a room just peeping. You won't say nothing. I'll walk out, and that'd be that. But yeah, that's why I'm part of me just doing this. Like I said, try to overcome and step by step get over that social anxiety.
You just gotta come out, man. Come out, kick it. That's it. Introduce yourself. I'm da 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 da. I'm da 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 da. Nice to meet you. Like this is once you have enough handshakes, the fear go away, the anxiety go away. I remember being a little boy, like, I got this. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, like the fear leave. To where like now my kids, they like, Dad, you speak to everybody. I say what's up. I introduce myself when I walk in the room. That's a lot. People don't do that.
Yeah.
These days. So
do your kids know how who that is?
Oh yeah, no, they know. I don't hide nothing from them. I'm not one of them parents that here, don't do this. Go do something else. I mean, they know I make music. They know my songs. They like, yeah.
So you sent me the single about a few months ago, "Dog and Fish."
Oh, Dog and the Fish.
Dog and the Fish. What mindset was you in when you made that record?
M80 made me put this music out because I've been, I got my own personal studio, and I was instructed by little bro to put the songs out. He like, man, you got all this music, man. Put it out, man. You tripping. So I said, you know what, man, we're gonna put a song out. And Dog and the Fish, it's just one of them songs that I like. I'm ratchet. I'm like ratchet pop. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, let me just put it out, see what it do. And it's been doing pretty good, man. It's doing for a guy that's been on vacation. You know what I mean? yeah.
Now, how often do you, like I said, because obviously you live in life, you spend time with the family, you got ventures in other businesses. If it's up to you, like how often would you want to drop music? Like say you almost said he had to almost force you to put this record out. Like,
it's just like with doing anything else. You got to have that feeling. And that's the one thing too. I don't want to be long winded with this, but like just the business part and all of the people I kind of over the years, I let them kill my love for it. So I had to find that love because a lot of people, like let's say everybody got their own opinion about something. Like the one thing I know about entertainment and business is. And shout out to Fat Mac because he pointed this out to me as well. But don't never judge nobody. You could have a song in here right now, and the whole room can be like, it's trash. Don't stop pushing your song. Your whole mission when you develop a record or you develop a product, I don't care if it's a shirt, a song, a water bottle, find your audience.
Yep.
If you could find 500,000 people that like your product and then you end up going from you selling your product to you selling them you got something. You know what I mean? And I forget the billions. I used to know the billions of people on the continental United States. If you reach a nice audience, like I say, that 500,000 people in the United States, and they really, messing with your music, you got something. Just go. I don't care if you're 50 years old. Put it out. Go.
You ever thought about managing, or maybe you do, man. I'm just not aware. You thought about managing artists?
Of course.
Because you got a lot. You got a lot of knowledge that you can share. Like I said,
Of course.
Seen a lot, been through a lot.
Of course. And made him my first artist I'm managing. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing, but I'm serious. Like, he one of the best artists in the world right now. But yeah, I think about it from time to time. And, being a manager, that's after the buzz hit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything else is more of a promoter or distribution. And that's what, especially if you're an independent artist, that's what you should be seeking. You know what I mean? Learn about, getting endorsements from bigger names, bigger brands, and learn how to merge your brand with their brand.
Mm-hmm.
And then utilize that as a tool, you know what I mean, and go from there.
Obviously, like I said, we keep growing. We keep growing every day. So, like I said, our story isn't over until our last breath, pretty much. Mm-hmm. How much more, like I said, because you said you really like making pop music and other music. Mm-hmm. How much more of your story can you tell, or that's left to tell, that requires, like I said, the trap side, the rap side, all that?
I got so much money. I'm a person, boy, listen, I lived a lot of life. So, even for me to make it this far, mm-hmm. and being, the Most High giving me breath every day, I got a lot of stories. I got a lot of life. Mm-hmm. That's what even prompted me to put out Dog and the Fish, because that's a part of my life that I never really spoke on. Mm-hmm. So where, I mention little stuff and be, say it in a catchy way, but I never told you, Dog and the Fish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What you want? I never said this because I was, actually, you know what I mean? But yeah.
I just said that because it's basically like, you say, like I said, you want to make the switch to one of our other platforms here, but it's like, would that side accept or be willing to accept it? Like say, that story over
mm-hmm.
there.
Mm-hmm. I could sell anything, and that music, my music, I got a broad audience waiting. You know what I mean? As soon as they hear it, they gonna accept it. Because even when I play it, just random, mm-hmm. and I don't tell people that it's me. They be like, "Who is that?" I'm like, he be out soon. It's live seeing a stranger, approach and ask, like, "Well, who is that? That was a pretty cool song." Or, one of my people playing. They like, "Man, they want to get busy with me after that."
Now, outside the time where you was locked up and we didn't know that was you rapping. What was another place where you was at in the world?
California.
They heard your music and it was like,
California. But, here, I get a great response here, but California got a different type of love. Texas, definitely, too. Texas, like, man, they got that accent. They like, man, you different, man, but that's cold. Like, mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You just got to move around and find your audience. But I know for a fact that once we as Cincinnati artists get real distribution, it's over with. Because they already emulate our sound. You know what I mean? And they our mannerisms, our lingo, our slang, like, you know what I mean? Like, I could go somewhere and just talk for a minute, and then I got everybody saying peace and blessings, or my Lord, or you know what I mean? They talking the Cincinnati stuff, or just seeing Scally and them moving around, and they, people back then when little bro and them, they talking that yee, and you know mm-hmm. what I mean? Just it's captivating.
Yeah.
But once we able to sell Cincinnati to a vast market, it's gonna be good.
In your opinion, like I said, why don't you think we have kicked the door down and made us a staple.
We got to learn how to work together and without thinking about the negative. Like, okay, of course, somebody always going to feel some way, or I do stuff even when I don't like it. I help. And it's just strange, but it worked. Mm-hmm. Like, even when they're like, I'm like, let's go. Yeah. Let's give you a shot. And it worked for them. And they come back and they thank me. And then in the back of my mind, because of the human part of me, I sit back like, well, I didn't think that was I did my part.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But that's how you're supposed to approach things. And you can't approach it, from a negative point of view. You have to approach it. You have to approach a situation with curiosity. Mm-hmm. Instead of letting your negativity overrun your thoughts, allow your curiosity to move. Like, replace the negativity with the curiosity. Like, man, I wonder if we can make this, we can blow this up.
Yeah.
Like, instead of, because that's why a lot of guys, and you hear people, and I'm guilty of this too in the past, why they want to sound like the Atlanta guys, or why they want to sound like the Detroit guys, or why you rapping like you from New York, bro, you from up the street.
Yeah.
Like, but they adapt to that because that's what's been sold to them. That's what's been marketed to them. But how many artists here from Cincinnati actually sell Cincinnati as a product? You know what I mean? Imagine if Cincinnati artists sold Cincinnati to the world on this digital wave, on this platform. You know what I mean? This intimate platform that you pay for your marketing and go to everybody personally.
Be the leader. Like I said, you've seen a lot, you've done a lot. I count your pockets, but I know you made a lot. Like I said, you can be the one to kick down the door for somebody.
That's the goal. That's actually the goal. I don't care about, I've been a trailblazer this whole time. And there's been a lot of people who ran with my sauce and y'all ain't give me my flowers, but y'all people did behind the scenes. And that's cool too. I'll take that. Not necessarily saying like, oh, I'm looking for something, or like, oh, I was the first person, because I'm not a bitter guy. But like, yeah, nah, I'm hip. But yeah, I'm cool with that. I just want to see Cincinnati on. I don't care who get there first.
Right.
Whether it's me or somebody, I want to see all Cincinnati on rapping about Cincinnati. Rap about your experience on whatever street you was in Cincinnati. I don't care if you was in Forest Park or downtown or the West Side, Millville, you know what I mean? I don't care where you was at. Rap about it. Like, talk about it. Talk about your experiences when you got your heart broke. Talk about your experiences taking a loss and winning. That's the stuff. Like, look at Rod Wave. He's selling you Florida. He's selling you love. Like, you know what I mean? Look at Young Boy. He's selling you Louisiana. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody's selling their city.
Right.
We not selling Cincinnati. You don't even hear people talk about a hot Met in their song. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Yeah, everybody get tired. Bro, we know for more than just chili or all that.
Like, I'm just saying, like, the simple stuff, like, you know what I mean? Take a person around here. I'm guilty of that too, like, you know what I mean? Getting away, trying to, show different scenery, being an entertainer, like, and I had to figure that part out too. You don't have to do the street stuff. You don't have to do drill stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I broke that down for the kids too. Like, I'm like, man, look, if Cincinnati I think Chicago had like 415 murders. In a year, and it's like 7.5, 8 times bigger than Cincinnati. But long story short, if Cincinnati was the same size as Chicago, it would have been 602 murders.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, like, and let's move away from that. Y'all don't have to try to beat them guys. Talk about here. Talk about how you move here. Talk about how you live here, and sell that to the world. Repackage that. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much going to say that, take that one person and like you said, be comfortable with selling Cincinnati no matter what people got to say.
Boosie Collins, the great, the legend.
Yeah,
he sold Cincinnati.
Yeah,
the Isleys
brothers. Yep,
they sold Cincinnati. Walk the Moon, people don't even know them. The rock and roll group, they sold Cincinnati. Everybody sell their own. When people from Cincinnati sell Cincinnati, it's unique and they take off.
I want to go back and ask you a question because
James Brown sold Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Whether people know that or not, excuse me. But
Yeah.
go ahead, yeah.
No, I was saying, because I was talking about this in another podcast I was on. When you said everybody just needs to support Cincinnati, in your opinion, like, what does support look like in your opinion? Because just for your support could look different from a radio, my support or
Just
somebody
be,
else's support.
just give a person a chance, because like a lot of people are so self-conscious that they take it out on other people. It's like I was telling one of my lady friends, like, as far as being a woman, like as a man, we naturally attracted to your natural features.
Mm-hmm.
We love that about women. So like the hair and the laugh, I'm like, y'all do that for other women.
Right.
We gonna look at something and be attracted to, body features, different body features, and other things that's gonna attract us. We don't care about no fake lashes. Like, a guy dive on a woman with the lashes without a glue, her wig crooked. We see the lace. We don't care. We just like her.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you gotta accept other people. Like, allow people the space to be them and to create in their space, not in the space that that's portrayed on the internet or that's marketed to you on TV or whatever. Allow them people to be them. Allow them people to open up and be like, hey, what's up, y'all? This is me.
Mm-hmm.
This is who I am. This is who I am as an artist. And then give that person a chance. If it's not your cup of tea, don't downplay them like they the scum of the earth. Just be like, yeah. I don't care. I'm crazy. Like, even if I don't like what you're doing, I'm going to encourage you to chase that madness. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind, I'll be like, yeah, this ain't for me. But I'm like, hey, bruh, shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Keep going. Because I want to see, my curiosity, I want to see if you about to do it. And, like, I don't doubt no human being. If you want to do it, you're going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, too. Like I said, find your audience.
Yeah, find
somebody else is going to, like I said, they going to rock, people going to rock with you.
Find your audience.
But the thing is about us in Cincinnati, like, stop being discouraged if somebody don't like your stuff, because you ain't gonna be ready for the bigger shit when it do come. You think such down the street talk bad about you, let you go up and blow up and make millions. What do you think the whole world gonna say about you?
Go to the East Coast where they just talk like that.
Mm-hmm.
They just talk negative. They talk tough.
Man,
like if you punking out for some stuff at home,
yeah.
And this is gonna be rough for you on the road. Or go to Cali, where they really are. They super judgmental and they clicky. To where like now you got a whole room of people saying, "Yeah, nah, it's over."
Yeah.
Like I did a listening party in Cali, and I brought two gang factions together in the same studio.
Mm.
And I'm talking about these people actively at each other, but they came to support me. And I got pictures and everything of it. And can make calls and they'll tell you, like, nah, they was at each other.
What we got rest playing, like I said, about second quarter 2026. What we got playing for
second
rest
quarter,
of the year?
man, just keep pushing the dog and the fish right now, start preparing these other singles and just getting ready for the fourth quarter, man. You know what I mean? Just it's like any other sport, any other football, that was my passion. We just every down, you know what I mean? We're trying to get every little inch pause and, just trying to get in the touchdown, man, see what we could do. I know the city already showing hella support on the views. I put it on YouTube just to test the water.
Mm-hmm.
And it's doing pretty good on YouTube. Shout out to y'all. I haven't released it on any other digital platforms yet. But I put it on YouTube just to kind of center it, just to kind of get it gauged. You get 1,000 views or some 500.
Yep.
I think that mug up to almost like 14,000, 15,000.
Okay.
That ain't bad, though. Ain't bad. Like I said, ain't bad for the guy, man, that's been on vacation, man. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna hold you. I know it's like it's easier to spread music everywhere now, but I do miss them glory days where you had to check that YouTube channel. Like, that was me up at school. I'm checking every day. Somebody from city dropping, somebody from city dropping. I miss that where it was just in one location and you knew where it was at.
Back then when you really had to be a student, you had to learn, you had to watch, you had to shut up and figure out what's going on. Like, they dropping new. All right, let me go here. And you looking for, what was them mixtapes? I got the mixtape where that
Piff and Live mixtape. Yeah.
Live mixtape, yeah, that was it. Yeah, I remember all them platforms back in the day. Yeah. Is World Star still popping? I don't really be on.
It's still up. Yeah, I don't say it's like how it was, but
it let you know I've been out the loop. I ain't care about nothing but this other is money, boy. Nothing.
Yeah, speak of that a little bit. Obviously, you're still doing the music, but what other business ventures you got going on?
Without saying too much, we in real estate, we in logistics, learning, a finance student at the moment. I ain't really I got a problem with middleman. I understand the whole process of being a middleman. I like to know the plugs. So.
No, that's more bread for you.
It's position. I like a flow of things, and then when you got people that's kind of standing in the way of flow, they like to internalize things, and then it turn business into personal.
Yeah,
and that's when it get weird, because a personal opinion don't belong nowhere with a business. You know what I mean? Like, you got to go with the trend and, just kind of stick to the flow of things. But people come along and it, like I said, it translates anywhere. I don't care what language it is.
Yeah.
Or what market or what product. It's the same thing. And what people call the gatekeepers, and they get to talking about politics. But nah, it's people, somebody somewhere standing in the way. So yeah, I had to learn about that, how to move around the people that's standing in the way of finance.
Almost same thing, like I said, with the music thing. Why you stayed independent the whole time, except for fortunately the distribution part of it. That's the
once we get the distribution here, once the majors figure out that we got actual product here and artists, it's gonna be a great time. It's already shifting towards that right now. We just need more people to sell Cincinnati and not sell Detroit. We need more people to sell Cincinnati and not sell Chicago, and so on and so forth. Let them people sell their cities. You got to turn around and sell Cincinnati.
all hand in hand. Like I said, everything. That's why.
Get your nickel sacks out.
That's why I got and I support them, but they ain't my number one team. But that's why we gotta get the Bengals back good, because like I said, Bengals when sports teams is doing good, bring more eyes. We stand in with the players and all that go hand in hand. So
move and sync. Everybody move and sync, and then just kind of piggyback off of that. It's all right. You ain't shipping and handling or riding pause nobody. You know what I mean? Bring the attention here. Bring it to you. Bring the attention, not necessarily to the guys that's still outside, knucklehead. Don't bring it to your block, but just, share y'all story. Sell your block story. You know what I mean? Talk about that. Like, that's what them guys do. Like, you know what I mean? We got enough stories here to where it's comparable, you know what I mean? Or it's a lot bigger because the city's smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So especially for a guy outside, we got to put in a lot more work being from here.
Yeah.
A lot of them big cities, they spoiled. It's already there for them. Here you got to go here or go there and risk it all, man. That's with any product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like that.
How you feel about like collabs here in the city? Like say work with other artists.
Everybody need to work together. I'm down to work with anybody here. Everybody need to work together. That's actually great for promo. That's why I say, like, even eliminating the drill part and the negative part, like, go make some music with them people.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that's buzzing right now should have been on songs and in videos with each other. I don't care what's going on. Forget that stuff. It don't even matter. How many times have you lived this life?
Yeah.
How many times have you lived this life? Where's your blueprint at to say that what you're doing is right?
Right.
what do your bank account reflect?
Mm-hmm.
Do your bank account reflect your personal opinion? That's the question I got. Collab with everybody. Don't get to trying to charge people because you high up the street.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've done it. I made it somebody give me, a couple $100 for my time. But, man, forget that. Man, put the music out and see what it do. That's it.
Yep.
Get on the paper with your royalties, pull all your stuff to the side and monetize everything. Learn your tax loops, man. Get you some tax people. Get you some tax people. I promise to you. Get your jewelry, get your precious minerals. That's a gift for y'all. Anything else, my course costs $50. Nah, man. Nah, but games aside though. You know what I mean? Collab, man, work with everybody. Work with everybody. You know what I mean? You be selective, of course. You don't have to work with everybody because some people can kill your image, but be selective about who you work with, but make sure you do your collaborations. But all the names that's buzzing right now in the city is absolutely no way that they shouldn't be on a song with each other. It's too much law enforcement here and the vice president of the United States for any of y'all to be pursuing a career in drill. Oof. And I'm just saying, like, going through all of those motions and doing that, you're making it easy for you to go to jail. Like, if I had to say, this is not a guerrilla town, this is a finesse town, even though our violence is very high. It's not a guerrilla town, man. It's a finesse town. It always been. We had times in the 70s to where crime spiked and it'd be 100-something murderers, and you know what I mean? And we had time. It's always kind of been an up and a down thing. Paul's like, but just don't focus in on the negativity. Focus in on your curiosity. You know what I mean? Bruh making the cold record cross town, or he buzzing and you buzzing, man. Hey, bruh, man. Hey, whatever we got going on don't even matter. Yeah. Let's make the song. Right. Let's make the song, man, and just kind of move like that, man. Like, move in uniform, like, and you will see it. You will see it, man. You will see it. Like, them guys in them other cities did that.
Mallio, brother, I want to appreciate you coming up, chopping up with me, been dropping a lot of gems in this interview. Appreciate you. Tell everybody where they can find you out on all social media.
I'm the Gingerbread Man on Facebook. Mallio _TMFG on IG. I forget what all the TikTok. Just look up Mallio TMFG. You could Google my name, Mallio TMFG. It's gonna pop up. Yeah. I'm on all platforms. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, that's it, man. That's my plugs, man. Be on the lookout. Dog and the Fish right now on YouTube. Go check it out. Let your curiosity roam. You know it. If you're from outside, you know what Dog and the Fish mean. You know what I'm saying? We got Out the Mud coming soon. Shout out to everybody who put their hands on the artwork and everything else. Shout out my brother M80, my brother Bossman Brick, Iceberg Tone. Shout out all my team. Shout out Robbie C. Shout out Drizzle. Shout out to all the love. Shout out to all the DJs in the city. I don't know. I just keep getting random calls and videos. Shout out my guy, DJ Taryn Bland, playing the music. And whoever that is down at the Wiz, man, shout out to y'all, too. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on here. We're like, nah. Yep. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all.
The man-faced God. Is that many-faced God?
Yeah.
Is that kind of how you chill out after a long day, like go and watch some Game of Thrones?
Hey, listen, man. It was crazy, man. Little bruh. Bruh was like, man, that's you. They always call me the mysterious people on the movie or the show, like, you know what I mean? But, I definitely, I definitely had to step out of the shadows, man, make that music. But yeah. I used to be the faceless man, you know what I mean? But yeah, now I'm showing my face, man. I'm showing my face. I definitely did used to be the faceless man. I fed a lot of families, man. You gotta be quiet when you move it like that. Okay. Yeah.
Let's go on and introduce. Let's go and get the single on here, Dog and the Fish, man. Go and introduce the record for the people.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your man, Mallio TMFG, and it's my new record, Dog and the Fish.
This is Mindy Bland Conversation right here on 102.3 The Beat. We'll catch y'all next time, y'all. We out.
Fossy baby.
I wanna